Greetings, salutations. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Card here with my partner in crime.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Kayla.
And that's a lot. That's the first time in a while since we've done like our actual intro, but it's because
it's
been
been a while since I've had to use my real name too.
Yeah, it's me still not using my real name.
still trying to figure out what I should go by, but it is what it is, guys. That's my name.
Listen. It's all good. It's been a minute. But we have the Madonna album, which released earlier this month, and it's better late than never. We're going to be doing a live listening to. So full disclosure, I've heard a lot of songs on the album already. And just in passing, I could tell you guys that, listen, I am like wow, I almost broke my phone. I've been when I was like this, like my phone just flung up in the air. It did all these backflips, but that's probably because that's me listening to those songs that I've heard so far in the album, because I was just this is the first year I'm actually getting into Madonna, thanks to Karsten, thanks to you, and and all the music reactions that we've been doing. So if I'm saying that there are like none but 10 out of 10s from what I've heard, best believe yes, there is none but 10 out of 10s.
And I've been waiting. So for me, I've only heard the stuff from the videos, the music videos that we watched for Confessions 2. I haven't heard any of the other songs. It's not like back in the day where you can throw on MTV and then the music just plays. There's no radio anymore. So, it's very much, I've stayed away until today. So I'm excited to actually get fully immersed in the album. And Mike played me a little snippet of one of the songs, and I already in my brain, I was like, oh, visuals, go. So I'm already in love with it. I'm already in love with what I heard, so I can only imagine that the rest of the album is just gonna shoot me into the stratosphere. So
wow. With that said, everybody pull up a chair, because it's time to jump into Confessions 2. Starting off with let's see, the first song, I Feel So Free. This is the intro song of the album. The album also has a lot of, from what I've could tell, has a lot of lead in and bleed into. So some of the songs, as they're about to transition to the next one, it'll be seamlessly, essentially. So
nice. Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
17 tracks. Whoa, this is an album.
This is an album. Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Anytime, Madonna.
Sometimes I like to just hide in the shadows.
Same, girl.
Create a new persona. A different identity. I can be whoever I want to be. Create a new persona. Honestly, I wish I could be like other people and just not care. But out here, on the dance floor, I feel so free.
Oh, by the way, it all started like this. So how's your evening so far?
Don't be a vibe killer.
Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right.
It's really hard for me to trust people. Can you play me? I never know why people like me. That's why I like to go dancing. Safety in numbers.
Mm.
So how's your evening so far?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can't give you much more tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right.
So
Sonically, a
yeah.
10 out of 10 experience.
Yes. Yes. Oh man.
So when the music starts, there's this feeling that I get with the visual in my brain.
Yeah.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else. I have a very vivid, overactive imagination. So a lot of time with music, I can actually see things, not like colors or sound. Like I can't see the
Yeah.
sound. I can
Yeah.
see a situation and like a full bodied situation. So for me, the beginning of it is very, you're in a bubble and it's just that, how do I think most current thing I could explain it is if you've ever watched 1984 Supergirl, where Kara gets into the spaceship to go from Argo City to Earth, and then it's the crazy psychedelic visuals seen through the windows of the spaceship, all the colors and the motions and stuff, and she's just like in awe of space and time around her. That's what I see, but it's a bit of that, but more oceanic.
Mm-hmm.
So like something what XG was doing with their album,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Um, that's what's in the beginning of my brain. And it's that moment of you're in this space and as the lyrics of it of you're feeling very confined, you're feeling very isolated, and looking at the wonder the escape around you, the scenery around you, trying to catch your breath. And then as the music really starts pulsating, it's that feeling of, you know, as the song goes, give me a glass of champagne so I can get on the day. That's what that drink, that buzz, that final hit to give you the courage to get out of your bubble or to move away from what's holding you down and what's weighing you down and completely like the bubble cracks and bursts
Mm-hmm.
and you're on the dance floor just surrounded by bodies and everything that's been keeping you like to yourself is gone, and there's a freedom in that, and just to get lost in the sounds and the smells and the feeling and the touches of other people plus the music just getting under your skin and electrically working into your brain and letting it all go out on like the door of the club. That's where you exit, that's where your problems are. You enter your problems, stay there. The dance floor is freedom. Meeting someone who you don't know, some stranger, and finding a connection and getting the courage to just like, yes, let's go dance. Um, so it really, really, yeah, great stuff. I love the lyrics because I know exactly what our main character is feeling. I felt this. I know this of the weight of the world or the weight of your world on your shoulders and looking for an escape and finding it in the music and finding it in other people and coming together in that moment that you don't know what someone else is going through. All you know is the body next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing for them. And that connection and that sensuality and that romance of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got like a whole thing in my head. So 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 that and that's like a really great vibe. So like I had my eyes closed the entire time because that's how I would listen to this song, just chilling with the headphones on. Beautiful breezy day. If you're not listening to it in a club, then that's how you should be listening to it, or on a solo walk when the sun is shining and you got to give yourself a little push to get you going through the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna echo everything. Because the escape to the dance floor, putting yourself there, putting yourself in the mind frame. The dance floor is where a lot of artists, a lot of dancers feel free anyways on, because it's freedom of expression, freedom to do literally nearly anything you want on the dance floor, freedom of just being in the moment, the escapism that it presents, and yeah, like for where like I said, I've heard a lot of the songs on the album. Didn't realize it was actually 17. But from where I like from the songs I've heard, and then the songs we've heard together, which is mainly the Bring Your Love. That's the one song we heard together. It's gonna be interesting to see how your perception of the album evolves, with the character that you've created.
Yeah, if you guys, the character that I've created, i.e., an amalgamation of me and Madonna.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you go back and you watch our Kylie Minogue Tension album listenings, but
Yeah.
we did both Tension 1 and Tension 2. We talked a lot in there about pretty much story mode,
Yeah.
and that's kind of how we craft these things. Is there? Oh, and Jesse's album too. I don't know if
Yes.
that's made it to YouTube, but
I
like,
believe it has. Yeah.
but yeah,
Did we do Jesse's album?
we did Jesse's album, yeah, because it's a short album, and
That's
Jesse
right.
is, if you guys don't know, Jesse is a Korean entertainer,
Oh,
singer, and
I
rapper.
was thinking Jesse Wares. Yeah, we did
Oh,
Jesse's
yeah,
album.
we didn't do Jesse Ware's album. We should have done. We did. We
Yeah.
listened to it separately, but we should have done Jesse Ware's
Yeah.
album. Another 10 out of 10 album, by the way, guys. Very good album.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. We look to see if there is a narrative in these albums. So yeah. It's gonna be from that viewpoint to see what story gets crafted as we go on through the whole thing.
Yep. Oh man. All right, let's jump into. Well, let me just continue to press play because it'll transition to the next song. Good for the soul.
Everything begins with consciousness.
Traveling through space and time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Go, the love will die. Don't forget your love, alright. On the spiral like we fly. We will be one, we will be divine. All the spirits, they all intertwine. Don't forget that it's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
To let down your hair and breathe in the air for the soul.
That beat drop.
Up to the sky, 1,000 birds fly for the soul. The ones that you love will keep you up good for the soul. So just dance in the rain, no need to explain. Drifting through the stars for miles. Moon is in Virgo, the sun in the sky. Venus and Taurus, the planets align. Don't forget your love, alright. Echoes of voices recalling the time. We will be
So
10 out of 10.
good for the soul.
Oh,
10 out
yeah,
of 10. Yep. Oh
yeah.
man.
Just to, it's the continuation of, like I said, that feeling of the community you find on the dance floor, and losing yourself into that, and holding on to that thought and that feeling all throughout, even when you're out of the club, that we're all connected. Everything is like, it really is like that whole uh um kind of hippy dippy way of
Mm-hmm.
thinking, right? Everything is connected. Everything has a vibrational pattern. We all just gotta match it. The s- the planets and the stars in the sky, the sun that gives us energy, the earth that nourishes us, the sounds that vibrate through us, and remembering that is healing, and it's important. It's
Yes.
good for the soul to know that the energies that we share affect everything. Um, and if we put more positivity and love and care and empathy out there, it can be healing. We can do a lot with it.
Yes.
And how you may not find that in your day to day, but you can 100% find that on the dance floor. Um, yeah, just it's it's like, oh, if Kayla's way of thinking was a song, just hey, hey guys, remember, how you feel affects how the person next to you are feeling. It's okay to feel what you're feeling, but don't take your pain out on other people, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
all good, man.
It's all good.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, the vibes are
Yeah,
immaculate with this song.
yeah. And there's like a hum in it that gave me that hummy buzzy feeling of bedtime story. Though they're two
Mm-hmm.
different songs and two different
Genres.
vibrations,
Yeah.
genres. Yeah. Um, there's just like this very theatrical feel to, and then there's like a little bit of the thought process of Ray of Light. Um, and it just I've heard this before, right? It's for me, it's this weird feeling. I've heard this song before, not like really, but like something similar, right? And in that, I was thinking too, like I had a quick flash of this. She's definitely tapping into things that she's done musically already, which is fine. Um, and I love that. I want that. Um, but then only because we were talking about a specific girl group before we started recording for
Mm-hmm.
this, and that just popped into my head. And then also where music is at in the last couple years, that it feels like everyone's doing the same song but to a lessening extent, and none of
Mm-hmm.
it is good.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas someone who has a very long career, who's had the room to try many different genres and many different things,
Mm-hmm.
can revisit something and still make it sound fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where my brain went, aside from all the peace and love and come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one of the songs I heard beforehand, and like I remember even when we were listening to it in the film version, I know I was like, oh, this was bopping. Yeah, like all the good vibes that come from the song itself, what music can be, how it can be healing, you know, how dancing can also be healing. All of this is good for the soul. And then just hearing like the it feels foreign in a way because that's how the sound effects and a lot of the instrumentals used in the song make it feel like transporting, you're receiving signals from another world.
Yeah, it feels very
Yeah.
digital
Yes.
in a spiritual way, like digital spirituality.
Yeah. And you know, like thinking about the music video or the film version, where it just felt like these foreign entities, these foreign bodies, and thinking about the imagery where the flashing of lights were shining from all of the naughty parts, as people will say. But then it's still thinking about even how sexual and sensual the song can be. Everything is still healing. So yeah,
Because
very good
that,
for the soul.
ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, sex can be very healing.
Yeah, it can be good for the soul, as they say. On that note, we are one step away with this next song, which is also titled One Step Away.
It's also wait before you play. It's so
Yeah.
funny though that we got like a digital spirituality and receiving signals. Guys, we just watched this week's episode of X-Men 97, and
Oh, yeah.
they debuted Danger, who is the X-Men's Danger Room becoming sentient and having a physical form. So in my head too, knowing Danger's her journey and where she gets to, I'm just like, I think she'd like this song.
No. Yes.
Danger would like this song.
Oh, man. All right, folks. One step away. So transition straight into it the way that, yeah.
Let's go.
People think that dance music is superficial, but they've got it all wrong. The dance floor is not just a place, it's a threshold, a ritualistic space where movement replaces language.
One step away from your freedom, one breath away from the dance of blood, one step away from your heartbeat, one step away, yeah, you're one step away. Understand your violence and the trauma you survive.
Girl.
Understand your silence and the drama deep inside. Nobody's free, it's just a token. One step away from your freedom. One breath away from the dance of blood. One step away from your heartbeat. One step away from the breath of life. One step away. Yeah, you're one step away. One step away. One step away from your freedom. One breath away from the dance of blood. One step away from your heartbeat. One step away, yeah, you're one step away. Even in the shadows, where there's nowhere left to hide. Nighttime comes before the dawn.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
One step away.
Mm.
One step away. You're just one step away. You're one step away. Nothing's alright.
Okay. So that, hold on.
10 out
Yeah.
of 10. This is Polaris' song. Again, we just watched X-Men, and I'm just like, yeah, no, Lorna, you need to hear this song on your journey of courage and discovery. This is
Mhm.
your song right now off Madonna's new album. Truly. Yeah, guys, watch X-Men. Or go to our other channel, watch our X-Men 97 Yap sessions. You'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll get it. Even though I think if you're here, you're probably gay enough to also watch X-Men. So I don't know. I don't mean to generalize. Yeah, no. 10 out of 10. Again, we are keeping with the narrative of freedom in motion, freedom in dance, freedom in music. Unity and togetherness in that freedom and
Mhm.
connectivity in this medium. Yeah, digital spirituality or vibrational spirituality. Um and it's so wonderful to hear. Really is like uh to yeah, the lyrics 100% speak to me. A lot of themes like this
Mhm.
speak to me, that it really is a choice to move forward when you've been hurt or traumatized, and it really is a choice to do what you can to move forward in the pain that you're feeling, and to walk with the pain that you have, and to find a freedom in that as well. Um, that in understanding of that, you can save yourself. And if more people understand that, there is a salvation to be found for all of us. Um, and in that salvation, connectivity. Um, and yeah, there's this like, yeah, no, we're really going, like, I'm getting, if you're a Madonna fan, you know the eras. So you know the bedtime story, you know the Frozen, you know that, like, in that, we're definitely in that mix of eras where we're also adding the dance era of Confession. So it's also this genre of music that really isn't around anymore, that was very prevalent in my opinion, in the 80s and 90s, of
Mhm.
this sonic, smooth, pulsating. I don't know what to call. I don't know what to call because I don't know all the music genres. I'm just trying to go off the feelings that I have in my brain and my heart. Um, yeah, but I haven't heard music like this in so long. And I guess it really does take someone whose music is who who like music is them.
Yeah.
They are music to tap into this. Um, I love the the percussions. I love the string instruments. This feels like a warm bath with, like, when you have one of those lights that project like the little shiny stars on the ceiling and the walls. Like that's what this feels like.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the incense going and you're just like super chill. That's what this song felt like. Yeah, taking that moment to be like, all right, that happened. Let's recalibrate. And I have to make a choice to not let my pain define me and control me, but understand that it is a part of me and the freedom in that.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, like I said, Polaris just went through that journey right now. This is her song. In my head, I'm already like, should I do a thread of X-Men women, Madonna Confession 2 songs that are X-Men women coded? I think I will. I think that's on the agenda. So follow me on Twitter. It'll come up. It'll come up. I'll break my little Twitter hiatus at the moment, and I'll do that. So yeah, that. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I don't think that there is going to be a song thus far. Like, I can't imagine, right? What, we're 0 for 3 plus the songs that
No,
we've
not
already
not
had a
over three,
sample of?
3-0. Yeah.
Thank
Over
you. Thank
three
you.
is
3 and 0.
is
Right.
bad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
3 and 0
Yeah.
plus the songs that I've already enjoyed just from the sample of the film. So I'm very tempted to be like, you know what? That's a 7. I don't think that's gonna happen. I say that now, but I don't think that that's gonna happen.
I don't.
So
I'm telling you.
yeah.
I, as a person who has heard a lot of songs in this album, I was like, it's not happening. It's not
All
happening.
right.
Like
All
I'm
right.
telling you, like it's not happening. Like One Step Away. Just piggybacking off of the things you mentioned. Like yeah. Just the instrumental of it all, like that, the part where she's like freedom, and the long vocals for it too, like you could just like it was just earwormy. You're talking about how good
Mhm.
it's the goosebumps from it too, man.
Mhm.
And yeah, we all know what it's like being one step away from things going right or wrong in our lives.
Mhm.
But when we're talking about on this dance floor, one step away from freedom. Sometimes a lot of people are afraid to be on the dance floor itself.
Mhm.
Even when they go with friends, because yeah, they don't want to fuck up the vibes.
Right.
So
They're afraid to let go. I don't know how to
yeah,
dance. This music isn't for me. I don't like
yeah,
this. I just would rather girl just get
yeah.
out, get out and go.
Just stay on the sidelines, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of that in life and the parallels between that as well. This song bridges into Bring Your Love, which is the song we did the reaction to. So I am going to play back a portion of One Step Away so you can hear the transition into Bring Your Love, because I thought it was a pretty cool one. So we're going to go back around 22 seconds and One Step Away. And if iTunes doesn't fuck this up, it should be a seamless transition. So here we go. One Step Away into Bring Your Love. Here we go. Yeah. I love when albums do that.
Mhm.
Seamless
Oh man, let's go.
transition.
Let's go.
Seamless transition, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
Sheesh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Bring it, Sabrina. You got something to say about it?
Mm-mm-mm.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Excuse us.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Mhm.
Sabrina, I got something I want to talk about.
Mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Madonna,
Mm-mm.
I got something I want to talk about. Talk about.
Bless you.
Talk about.
Woo.
I got something I want to talk about. Talk about. Talk about. I got something I want to talk about.
All right.
So again,
Yes.
10 out of 10. I'm pretty sure I said 10 out of 10 when we watched the
Yeah.
music video as well. My thoughts have not changed. If anything, they have grown. Uh, we've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to listening or engaging with watching slash lyric video versus an actual music video. Whereas with the music video, because we're doing reactions and yap sessions, it's a little harder to focus. Depending on the music video, it's a little harder to focus on what the meanings of the lyrics are.
Mm-hmm.
So getting a separate listen to it really
And
strengthens the bond of the song
yeah.
for us and for me too, or for me especially. So this was very that. If I remember saying, this is very much if Kayla was a song as well.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Madonna, man. I love, again, just asserting that I love the lyrics so much. I love the lyric of don't stuff your fears down my throat. I'm choking before I can even think or speak. Um like your perception of me as a killer of joy.
Yeah.
I know all of that. I know all of those feelings so hard, and always having to rise up and go, look, I came at the situation with an open heart, open mind, and a lot of love towards you. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so stop putting that on me. Um, and also, what you're feeling isn't going to change who I am. Uh, so stop, or take that somewhere else. So I think a lot of people need to carry that as well. There are a lot of miserable people out in the world. A lot of people who want to throw their baggage out on you instead of, dealing with it or being community with you and trying to work it out and, be better.
Yeah.
Um, and then to even take that too in a communal social setting as well, where I'm out here just trying to have fun and, be free in a way, be free of whatever my deal is and what you've got going on. Uh don't bring that over here.
Yeah.
Don't mess up my vibe. Don't mess up my good time because you're not having a good time. I've had that happen in person, online, offline. It's a lot. And I will always love the line, I know where the bodies are buried, so everyone needs to chill the fuck out. Um, yeah, I love this song and I really want more people to like open up their brain and like stuff it in there and really feel that people who have been through so much and are just trying to make it out without hurting other people. We also can't control sometimes what we do. Things happen, but we still
Yeah.
should try to come at each other with love and understanding. Thank you, Cher. Um, yeah, I love it. I love the song. And again, I getting an opportunity to hear Sabrina's vocals on this, she really does have a very alluring voice. I can see why she's super popular.
Mm-hmm.
I was out and I heard Espresso and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's not a song that I listen to. It's a song that catches me out in
Mm-hmm.
the world. And I'm just like, yeah, her voice is like really nice, but here it's just something different. It feels like, when you when you collaborate with someone who's been around for a long time, it only elevates your talent beyond what's in flavor in the music industry.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate Madonna doing that. And I will always love when Madonna goes, Sabrina, you got something to say about it? Because in that's how she opens up, express yourself, and I got something to say about it, and it goes something like this, and it's very that right. Don't
Yeah.
go for second best, baby. Put your love. You got to make him express how he feels. You guys know the song. You guys know.
Yeah.
And that is something that I love that Madonna has really held on to about never backing down from being who she is and expressing who she is in the moment and then, wholeheartedly in her art.
Yeah.
And more people need to do that. Just to be bold enough to be who they are and to express that in their art and even out in the world. Because as we all know, Madonna doesn't back down from things. And I love to, and I truly love the lyrics of the song. I love um where that it's the that something happens and you take the brunt of it, right? That someone else's problem, the responsibility falls on you. And Madonna's career is very that. Like, you have a problem with me being, you think I'm over sexualized, you think I'm too sexy, you think I'm doing what you think is okay for men to do, and it's a problem for me to do it. And she has to take the fall out of it. She has to explain herself. She has to fight for herself. She has to, pick herself up and continue to do this while everyone's just like, hey, you're doing too much. She's like, maybe you're not doing enough. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm very that. Like, it's very
Yeah.
much just like, hey, you're doing just maybe you're not doing enough. You can't hate someone for being what you strive to be, or what you think you should be. Just be yourself and work with what you got. Don't put your hangups on me, because at the end of the day, you don't have to deal with the fallout. I do. And I don't get life is too short.
Yeah.
I'd
At
rather
the
be
end
on the
of the
dance
day.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be uplifting other women and other people who are going through the same thing. It's like, hey, don't tell Sabrina Carpenter that she has to be a role model for your kids, and she's been telling you from the beginning, hey, but I'm a 20-something adult whose life is this right now. I never said I was a role model for your kids. Maybe parent your own children.
Yeah. It's pretty much, yeah.
And
Same.
yeah,
Pretty much.
Madonna's had to go through that too. So yeah, sorry, love the song, a billion out of 10. I truly love this song so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Like for me, it's just gonna be the same sentiments. Pretty much said in the reaction video. Brought to here, like musically, this is. I love the transition once again from One Step Away into Bring Your Love. And I mean the entire album pretty much has from what I'm guessing is gonna have similar things, the way that it's
Hmm.
structured and set up so that it fades out and fades in between the songs, so it seems like one seamless song, it feels like.
It's like
Yeah.
one ride, one whole ride. You're
Yes, one
just
whole
going. You're
ride.
just
And I mean,
driving.
there's going to
One whole
be,
ride.
I know there's going to be ups and downs with some of the other songs I've heard on this album. But the like one of my favorite things when it tracking is done like this, it just feels so seamless from one to the next. But yeah, like this song was an absolute banger. Like hearing Sabrina's vocals more clearly, you know, you get to appreciate it a lot more. And just once again, like just echoing the same thing what you're saying with the with between the lyrics and um just the overall vibes we've gotten so far, and how we brought it to now. Like you're actually fighting. You know, like when you're one step away. Now you're just like now you actually have to defend and bring like you know you're defend your love. Well, you got to bring it so you can defend
you're
it.
squaring
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
bring
you're
it.
squaring
Bring
it.
your love. Square up.
Yes. This next song, Dance Tiara, right? Dance Tiara is the other music video that ended up dropping. So we'll eventually check out the music video as well. Let me bring it back here as we bring your love, because this will also have a transition. Here we go.
And it goes something like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we're into Dance Tiara.
Let's go, bitch. Everybody. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we start the party. There's Fat Five, Freddy, and Basquiat, Keith, Harry, and Kenny Sharp. Everyone came from Shafrazi to the beat. There's Merritt Hall and a guy named Fred. See these guys spinning on their head. There's Rocksteady Crew and Crazy Legs. Puerto Rican boys, they make me crazy. They make me crazy. Nile Rodgers and David Byrne. B-52s had money to burn. Lounge lizard has so much style. Lower East Side, take a walk on the wild side. Let's have some fun. Let's have it on. Everybody get up and dance.
Okay, it immediately transitioned into the next song. So
Yeah, 10
yeah.
out 10 out of 10. I have to say,
Mhm.
this song is makes me feel bad for younger generations, because I don't know if you'll ever quite understand the feeling that the song is conveying. It's something that I mourn quite often, that I got the tail end of it, of truly getting off of a train or getting off a bus and heading to the club and seeing the line, and hopefully, like, if you're lucky enough to know the bouncer, to just get in. And yeah, and just being there. Um True, like, I don't know if you the youngins
uh,
will have a concept of what this song is talking about, right? And then there's
well, there's
also
our
the
audience,
part
which is
where
mainly not youngins.
right. True, true. So our
Yeah.
audience would know. But it makes me quite sad. It makes me really, really sad. I mourn it because the culture is just not this anymore. And then even too understanding as the song is going on, that what Madonna is talking about is a culture that we didn't even get to like, we truly got the tail end of it. Of going in and when clubs were a lifeline and where you had to be, and there were so many of them, and the fact that you got so many different walks of life in the club. So when she starts naming names like Fab Five Freddy to David Byrne and the B-52s, and talking about breakdancing too in that breakdown of the song, I'm just like, yeah, Madonna, I fucking hate that I didn't get to experience that with you, because that's what I was promised. I got
Mhm.
very little to none of that. Um, it is really, really sad. But it's so, like, also, if you know, you know. Uh you Yeah, it's so amazing too. Like, it's in my head just because of the type of music I listen to and the artists that I've always been interested in. I know the vibe and I can picture it clearly, of probably like walking to CBGBs and seeing the Talking Heads or the Ramones and Blondie and the B-52s, to then, like, okay, we're done here, to going to the next club and getting Fat Five Freddy spinning, and the b-boys and the rappers, like, as rap is like building and growing, and the dance music, and then going to the salsa clubs. Like, it's just, that's what New York was, and even that's what LA was. That's what California was. Like, you can go from one club to another and get such a different experience.
Yeah.
And then there are just like certain spaces where it's just everybody. Um, yeah, and that's just not it anymore. Like, can you even imagine if, like, DJ? Honestly, though, DJs don't even DJ anymore. No one knows how to DJ appropriately. Um but with how judgmental the youngins are, I can't even imagine someone mixing in, like, mixing in different genres of songs. It just like, oh, this is whack, this is cringe. Like, you'll never find me there. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
It's
a
just,
lot of yeah.
I've been yeah, I've been confronted with that, so, like, I get it. Like, oh, like, I'd never, like, it's just like, all right, calm down, grandma. But even your grandma's probably cooler than you, but this is where we're at now. But then part of me does blame that there's no longer MTV, that there are no clubs, that the culture just shifts, so it helps really push this identity of I'm better than. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, truly. But yeah, as the song is going as well, like, I know this in the film is the excerpt that's in the bathrooms, which I think is really cool, and
Mhm.
very much how the bathrooms were the scene of a many situation. um I love too that when, the walk in and I meet up with Debbie Mazar, which a longtime friend of hers, that too of, before cell phones, before you had a way to connect with people, you kind of just shot at an idea of, hey, I'm gonna be here on this day, or hey, you want to meet up, and it's no like, hey, are you there? It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you're here.
You're
Like,
there.
yes, let's
Yeah.
let's fucking go. Let's do this. Um, yeah, song's great. It paints such a vivid story, and I think it's like one of those situations where I want the kids to go back and watch the footage of old Club MTV interviews and stuff like that, older movies that showcased a lot of this. Just go find footage of what club life and bar life and performance life used to be like, and being a kid back then, and just walking from place to place and living living for the end of the week to meet up on the dance floor and have a fucking good time. Like, yeah, cocaine's not my drug. No, thank you, ma'am. But like, yeah, how just everyone doing their own damn thing and having a fucking great time. And also that too, how the lyrics are really asserting of, we can also all be in a space, and if you're gonna be a judgmental bitch and a sourpuss, don't fucking bring that over here. Again, like, why
Yeah.
am I here? Like, yeah, don't bring that over here. Just fucking get on the floor and dance. Just dance. Just have a good time. Cause I'm gonna be doing my thing.
Yeah.
I guess you don't want to have fun, petulant Patty, but like, cool. Don't expect me to take that energy on and make my night worse because you're not having a good time, because you don't want to have a good time.
Yeah.
So, but that's also very important in life too. Don't let the petulant patties and the sour pusses be like, oh, I can't believe she's doing that. That's also very much of the culture now too. Why I know a lot of people talk about it, that everyone pulls out their phone, and it's people would rather be on their phone judging people and then posting it online like, who dresses like that? I mean, look,
Yeah.
there was always that, but now it's very
Now you
much
have
a thing
social
that people
media.
make people make it their personality to do that. So instead of finding freedom in movement and going out there and having a good time, it's like, I can't do that. Part of it is fear of people judging them online. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? You will find me a lot of the day, not anymore because I don't work in the city anymore, but a lot of time walking from train to job and job to train, lip syncing my song and strutting my stuff, not giving a flying fuck because I know how to live my life. And it's beautiful for the most part. Some
Yeah.
days, most days. Just get up and dance.
Yeah. The one thing I'll probably tackle differently is the target audience. I'll instead of the kids. This is meant for
Mm-hmm.
the people who are clearly, for me,
Yeah.
I feel like it's the older generation to be like, look,
Oh yeah.
fuck the younger generation, and we gotta rely on them for the future and whatnot, but it's not about the future, it's about the present,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
living in the present, and not conforming to a lot of what people are trying to say and what people are trying to put you to do, at the end of the day. And when you're on the dance floor, this, leave your regrets, leave all your BS behind, and just get up and dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's, like, that's like one of those things, obviously there's going to be extracurricular activities being done in
Mm-hmm.
the space of a club.
Mm-hmm.
Me growing up with an older brother who was pretty much head of security for clubs, me being brought to a nightclub, funny enough, when definitely I was underage, but it didn't fucking matter because when your brother
Mm-hmm.
pretty much run the shit, it didn't really, so I've seen it all happen in a
Mm-hmm.
nightclub. I've seen, with the DJs going crazy. I've seen with the random people, getting their freak on in the bathroom. Some people don't even wait to get in the bathroom; they just be straight up on the dance floor.
Right in the line,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
on the dance
dance
floor, and
floor.
then also in line for the bathroom.
Yep, in line for the bathroom, and then seeing the security have to break up that shit. Seeing the underage girls that fake IDs and everything trying to get
Yep.
into the club because the clubs were all the rave, and now the clubs are all the rave, not in the U.S., outside the U.S., because people are going through their renaissance of nightclubs outside the U.S. I've seen
Thank
South
God.
Korea. Well, yeah, so that club
Look,
was crazy,
yes,
but yeah,
yes, yes. The
yeah,
clubs in South Korea
you
are.
know the one I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yes.
you'll experience the ones in Japan, which can be crazy. Where I've only done like three of them, no, two. Well, that's because I'm not getting into that story, but the
Right, yeah.
people we met, you know, let us
People be
in on the
peopling.
yes, people be people in, and that one which had like thousands of people, that shit was fucking crazy. So I can't wait to take you to that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, because like some clubs here in the U.S. are just you know, what's the size of your bank account, and then when you finally
Yeah.
get into the club, you're just like, this shit whack.
Mhm.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, 10 out of 10 song, 10 out of 10 feelings. You
Yep.
know, this is meant for our, you know, the generation of not that we are for a forgone generation, but the youngins, you know, they are going to be in the clubs with their phones all day every day anyway. So, and how can you really have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly, we are in that subsection of I remember going without a phone,
Yeah.
then going with a phone that didn't take video,
Yeah.
and photos, and then being there with a phone that took video and photos, but still not taking video and photos unless it was selfies to show how cute we look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's yeah, and I thank God for me too. Yes, very that like
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead,
All right,
next
man.
song.
So next song is "Read My Lips." All right. As people are drag racing outside my house.
They're talking about it.
Yeah. Here we go. "Read My Lips." Mm-mm-mm.
You're giving leading actor. You wanna steal the show. Shut your mouth. You lie when you don't have to. They're gonna find you out. Shut your mouth.
Featuring Fed.
Leave a word that you
Feed.
say.
Feed.
I
Yeah.
wonder if you liked it this way. I know, I know, I know, I know. You are not my friend, never were. Read my lips, yeah. Tell it to my face, yeah. And you cut me with your lies. 'Cause you
Yep.
hurt me with your kiss, and I realize you're just broken, broken up inside. And I ate the poison fruit. Yeah, it knocked me off my feet, but I will survive.
Mhm.
You like to be a bully, you like to always win. Shut your mouth. You have to be the hero, you make a mess and go.
Mm,
Shut your
mm,
mouth.
mhm.
Don't believe a word that you say. I wonder if you liked it this way. I know, I know, I know, I know. You are not my friend, never were. Read my lips, yeah. Tell it to my face, yeah. And you cut me with your lies. 'Cause you hurt me with your kiss, and I realize you're just broken, broken up inside. And I ate the poison fruit. Yeah, it knocked me off my feet, but I will survive.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Instrumentals of song.
Yeah, yeah,
10 out of 10.
yeah. Another
10
10 out of 10,
10.
huh?
Super enjoyed the inclusion of the Latin guitar and the castanets.
Yes, feed.
And the trumpet, like it truly, this was very Latin flavored, obviously, because who's featured on it too. But like that's also a very Madonna thing. La Isla Bonita and all that. Yeah. Relatable content, I must say. Quite relatable content for me. Like, look, I really do feel, I don't know what's in the big 2026, but me saying again, guys, we just watched X-Men 97 before this, and there's a lot of things I'm just like, this season was made with me in mind. That's what I feel with this album. This album was made with me in mind. She don't know me. Madonna don't know me. She don't know me. But I feel like she gets me. Um, and it's just very much a fact of life as well when you've been around as many people as she has and had the prolific life, and the profile and the life too, so many years that you meet people who don't have your best interests at heart, who play in your face.
Yeah.
And you just going, look, at some point you gotta either confront me about it or it's just not my problem. Like you don't have a problem with me, you have a problem with yourself because you're not telling
Yeah.
me and you'd rather just, yap 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 everywhere else. Um yeah, that I know that feeling of thinking you're safe around someone or someone's, um and coming at it with a open heart, open mind, open soul. And then them really just like, yeah, no, that's not what this was. And you're just like, it wasn't. Damn, fool me again. um, and yeah, I love songs like this that is just confrontation song. Like, look, it really sucks, but and the situation I find myself in really sucks. But I'm gonna survive it. Gonna hit the dance floor. Gonna salsa this out. But just to let you know, I peep game. And you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, truly, 10 out of 10 song. 10 out of 10 song. I could go further into it, but then I would just be spilling way too much tea about my life. Not that I haven't done that in a number of videos that we've recorded, but yeah, another song where she's just like, hey, Kayla. And I'm like, hey, Madonna. And she's like,
Got
I
something
get
else to
you.
talk
I see
about.
you. I got something I want to say. And I'm just like, girl, me too. She's like, just wait till the album comes out. And I'm just like, girl, thank you. Yes.
Oh man, yeah. Read My Lips, a banger. One of the songs I heard before our recording. Because it was it's funny enough, it was on when I had like the Apple Music radio playing. So there's radio, but you gotta go search for this shit.
Yeah.
And so when I was just like, oh wait, that sounds like Madonna, and I was like, oh, this is what they were playing. So this is the song that was playing on it. And I remember in the music, like the film, I was like, is that Bad Buddy? No, it's Feed. Feid Feed. If I pronounce it wrong, you guys will let me know. Because I was going to say Fed, but doesn't. I mean, it could probably be fed as well. So, but you guys will let me know. Either way,
Yeah.
10 out of 10 song. When I look at all of the length of the songs on this album itself, and I see that the shortest song on the album is the outro, and that's 17 seconds. But everything else other than that is I think number 16 is 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and then everything else is we got a full chorus, we got a full bridge, some capitulation going on. This is a nice almost 5 minute song itself, and I mean like the length of the album and just how full these songs feel and are. I'm just here to appreciate. So there's no skips. There's no skips. Right
Truly,
now. There's
so
no
far, yeah,
skips.
it's not like a song that I want to hear less than any of the other songs. I do have to say, I'm also enjoying that this album feels like it's in acts.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have more of a overall construct of that when we get to the end of it. But yeah, this album is told in acts, like acts of a play. So I have to say, like, what are we on song number 5,
We're about to
6?
be we're about to be on number 7.
Okay. So yeah,
From
just working that out right now.
From confrontation songs, right now we have 4, 5, and 6, and I think 7 if I remember. Because the songs that didn't have like any confrontations for the most part were 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so it's that I need to build up the strength to get there and to release the pain I'm in. To now we're in this part of, oh, things that have caused me pain. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's kind of that freedom of letting go. Yes. So yeah, we're building it. We're workshopping it, y'all.
Yeah. Well, here is everything. Let me bring back Read My Lips a little bit, because this is one of those other transitions into everything.
Oh, that opening sounds like Deeper and Deeper, which is one of my favorite songs.
Everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay. It blows my mind.
This is the one I was showing you earlier.
Yep.
It's not okay. I don't fuck with it.
Yes. Yes.
What did you just say? Your words have no meaning. You showed up too late. I'm up here on the ceiling. It's like a cold sweat. I'm hot with no feeling. I try to ascend. It's my spiritual healing. Close my eyes. Everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. So come inside into the light, to the light, to the light, to the It's not okay. I don't fuck with it.
No, definitely all the lights are flashing, 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 and then it goes bright white.
Why you always make me fuck with it. When I close my eyes, everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay, it blows my mind. It's not okay. I don't fuck with it. Everything is crystallized. Everything is crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay, it blows my mind. So come outside into the light. So come outside into the light.
Wherever there's the greatest amount of darkness, that's where you'll find the greatest light.
All right, Madonna, I get it. You want me to receive some kind of therapy.
Hey
And
man,
thank you for providing it.
the greatest light amongst the greatest amount of darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I do, those opening strings did feel like the opening strings for Deeper and Deeper, which is in my top 5 favorite Madonna songs of all time. God, I love that song so much. We haven't watched that video yet. I don't know if you've heard that song out in the wild. But I can listen to that song on repeat without a problem. It was reminiscent of that. I don't know if it's the same. I'd have to overlay it to see, but yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I again, we're just in a space in this act for this album where it is a confrontation, and that moment of where you are enjoying yourself and then the person who has been causing you strife shows up out of nowhere to continue to be a thorn in your side, and it's just like, bro, you're bringing down the vibe. I'm in doing stuff right now. How about we don't?
Yeah.
I love that. It's very much just like, I don't fuck with what you're doing. So you got to pack it up and you got to go. I love too that the very real that no one wants to go outside. Look, talking like a real adult person in the year of our Lord 2026, that's expensive.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
outside's expensive.
mad
We just went out
expensive.
this weekend. Yeah, outside's expensive. So it makes it way more difficult to go outside and have a good time. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try to figure out how to go outside and have a good time. I think a lot of people have folded and faulted on the, well, yeah, it's too expensive, I might as well just not. And that really causes so much distance and pain in that isolation and stagnicity. The word, I don't know if that's a stagnation.
Stagnation.
There we go. Um, and this is coming from someone who's actually kind of spent this year pretty much inside and knowing and feeling the actual difference in my soul and self of being out and about to
Being confined.
not being confined. But you and I have talked that this year also feels like not much is happening outside either, that I want to be out there.
All I know, it's about to
So
be August, and I remember saying in May how fast the year is going by, and it's already August.
yeah. It's this weird feeling of, I know things are going on, but it doesn't feel
Feel
like
like,
things are going
yeah,
on.
like it feels like not much.
Yeah.
Like things are happening, and that's the thing. Things are just happening, and it's the next
Yeah.
day, and then it's like, all right, that thing happened.
All right.
Did it really happen? Oh, it happened. Did I
Yeah.
care about it?
Whereas
Not
like,
as much as I wanted
yeah.
to or would have.
Yeah.
So,
Whereas like last year, I was pretty much trying to make an effort to go as much as I could, because I didn't travel last year. The previous year, I traveled, and the previous year before that, I've traveled. Also had like an in-person job that I had to go to. So it is, but
mhm.
yeah. Anyway, I think a lot of people have faulted on the, well, I'd rather, just not. Even people with opportunity to go out and do stuff are just like, yeah, I'd rather just not. And it's detrimental to who you are as a person and the life that you live. And in that, it causes negative feelings and emotions and pain that you
Mm-hmm.
do take out on others, aside from all the other traumas and stuff that you want to dump on someone else's lap, and make it someone else's problem.
Oh yeah.
And I like that this song is very much about that, that it's calling out people who make their problems other people's problem. And just being exhausted by that, just like, yeah, go outside, touch grass,
It's
or
time
come
to
out on the dance
go
floor and
outside.
dance. Yeah. Or come on the dance floor and dance. Stop.
Yeah.
Just chill the fuck out.
Yes.
Um yeah, and I love the lyric of it's like cold sweat. I'm hot, like I'm hot but not feeling anything. I know
Yeah.
that feeling too, of this just kind of out of body experience. And it's there's two forms of that, right? An out of body experience where it's like the cold sweat where you're not feeling anything and it's a negative, like your system is crashing
Yeah.
because you're going through something, or that spiritual turn of it's just you're kind of floating above you and you're experiencing a light in you where there is a numbness that isn't necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 song. And I do love the last part of, again, like I said, Madonna wants me to go to therapy and she's providing it. Um, of understanding that you, in your darkest moments, there is light, but as some of the other songs have said, you have to make the choice to step into the light. You have to take the first step. And yeah, I love the act that we're in right now in this play called Confessions 2 by Madonna. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just echoing everything legitimately, like how the name of the song is. Yeah, like because this song features like more of the and house techno vibes, like within the instrumental
Mm-hmm.
itself. So what I mentioned before, like finding that light within the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and paralleling that with the dance floor being the escapism of where everything is going to always be all right. Legitimately everything will always be all
Mm-hmm.
right because you have the dance floor. It alleviates your pain, your worries, your fears. It's your salvation, and there's no darkness that the dance floor can't overcome, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been liking it to. And yeah, I mean, this entire album being a lot of the house dance, what's the synth, for the exact genre for that one, but yeah, like we're getting a lot of genre, like it's circling around these genres itself, um and it's been a very therapeutic experience, like with
Mm-hmm.
each of the songs, and the songs that still heard that you're about to hear too. So like I said, there's no skips. There's no
Mm-hmm.
skips. I'm saying it right
Mm-hmm.
now, even though I have not heard every single song, but I'm telling y'all, there's no skips. So I guess we'll jump into Love Sensation. I don't think I've heard Love Sensation. I could be wrong, but we'll hear. We'll see as we jump into it. Let's see if it has one of those transitions as well. Love Sensations. Well, versus everything. Maybe not a transition. Okay, there is. You can hear it in the background. I think we're in a whole different act now.
Oh yeah, different act.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I have heard this one. Okay. Okay, it was this one that I think was the Kylie Daft Punk infused song.
Oh yeah, at the beginning I was like, this is a Kanye song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this song would have been perfect on Tension too. Like, and that's really good. 10 out of 10. So we're in the era of we've tossed out all the basura, all the garbage. All the garbage people are gone. We told all the garbage people to go fuck off. Enough of that. To connecting with the people who actually uplift us and support us and love us. And Michael,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel when I'm with you. A few people like listen, I was just like there's a couple faces in my head that popped up when this song played. I was like, this feeling? It's so
Yeah.
lovely. It's so lovely. Yeah, you guys don't know. We just saw actually physically
Yeah.
hung out in person this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, we see each other every weekend, even
Yeah.
digitally. You always just, make me feel so fun and light and wonderful. Um, yeah, and yeah, that I was just like, oh yeah, that's how I felt when I saw your little cute face this weekend. Just like and yeah, when I think about especially I've gone through some stuff in the
Mhm.
last 3.5 years, and you and a handful of other people that I hold near and dear to my heart, and yeah, those faces popped up, and I'm just like, yeah, I know exactly what Madonna's talking about, and how important that is.
Mhm.
That even with the garbage people who cross your path, that there are people around you who love you and see you, and just make like even in the cloudiest, rainiest moments, in the darkest moments, they are the shiny beacon that warms you, heart, mind, body, and soul. And it's beautiful. And I like that, this is the act that we're jumping into with this song.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not, and also to say like I think Madonna has produced songs like this before, but there is a very Kylie-esque vibe to it.
Mhm.
That it really does feel like I can see Kylie jumping on this and like, I don't. It's just Kylie's energy
The
where it's
power of
just she
love.
has that. Yeah.
Yep.
Madonna is also, Madonna's got the power of love, but there's just something that radiates off of Kylie Minogue that's just so innate that you see her. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's sunshine and rainbows. Even when Kylie's being moody, and it's just like,
Mhm.
okay, okay, Kylie, you can be moody. It's okay. But yeah, this song made me feel like that. Yeah, 10 out of 10. This was fun. This is definitely like it also gave me kind of real chill delight vibes too.
Yes.
That uplifting motion of connection and love and togetherness in that with you know, the most important people around you. So yeah, like the song was great. The song, hey, you're my sunshine. I love your cute little face.
This is the song where you think about the power of love and the
Mm-hmm.
healing that it can like give you. This house slash disco track, which is like where I remember seeing it like in the grapevine after, because like once the Madonna came on my timeline, now I'm just gonna just
Yeah.
start to see these things, right? So this is one of the songs that I did see like someone talking about, like whether it was a reviewer or from an excerpt from when Madonna was talking about the album itself. um this was one of the songs I remember seeing that there was a clear Daft Punk, Kylie Minogue s to the song
Mm.
itself, but more so like relating it to like the power of love and the power of healing through love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we've I could say after 2 years now with Kylie Minogue, there's a lot of songs where Kylie utilizes the power of love. Haven't really dove into Daft Punk's discography to know.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just we have
Can't wait till we
not,
get into
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So that's just I think the only I know for sure, like for people that don't know our story, I have not listened slash watched a lot of music videos from the West in a long time, just around the world. All puns
You've had to at
intended.
least seen all of Interstellar 5555. Their anime. No, okay.
What?
I guess we gotta watch that. I guess we gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. We gotta,
I
we
get.
gotta, we gotta watch it. Like I know Daft Punk's around the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I remember. And I mean, there's other songs like One More Time with,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So there, I'm pretty sure in the grapevine I've heard Daft Punk songs that I just didn't
Mm.
know. But I remember specifically I had a class in college that we had to like look at Daft Punk's around the world. So that I
Mm.
will never forget. It's always stuck in my
Mm.
cortex, as they say. But yeah, outside of that, there's just a certain joy, right? Obviously, the joy when we met up this weekend,
Mm.
and the
Mm.
story times that were abound, us kicking my other bros' asses in
Mm.
pool. So yeah, it was it's funny because like with Kayla here, she was like, "Yeah, guys, anyone playing with me is a walking L." I was like, "All right, we'll see about that." And then literally sinks the final game-winning shot to break a 1-1 after like the other dudes like, you ain't got it, and it was a
Yep.
hard fucking shot too on the billiard
Yep.
table
I
too.
I don't even know how I did it.
And you
The power
sunk
of
it
love.
in like the power of love and wondered, like it was like, yeah, the power is activated, as they say. So good vibes all around, love sensation, 10 out of 10 song. Yeah, I guess we'll transition into love without words. So we had love with words, now we got to get love without words for the next song. Let's see here, let's bring it back to uh right here, 6 seconds, and then
Like that last note feels like a Kylie Minogue note.
love without words.
Call it trance, call it house, call it love without words.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, this is definitely experimental house.
Call it trance, call it house, call it love without words. Call it trance, call it techno, call it love without words.
You are a sister to me, and I'm living on the neon.
Okay.
You're a brother to me, and I didn't want to own it.
Okay.
We all learn from what's outside, but love from in. You gotta burn just like a fire, but from within. We come from the rhythm that set us free.
I love when it feels like it's bouncing around in your
Mm-hmm.
head. I love
Yeah.
that.
I think this is like on the acid house genre, and a little bit of we'll see about
Please come in to love.
yeah, this is I think along the acid house line.
Call it trance, call it house, call it love without words.
Yeah.
Call it love without words, love without words, love without words.
This is a club. This is a temple of sweat and surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Where rhythm replaces reason and movement. When we dance, it makes our heads turn.
Call it love without words, love without words,
All right. That drop is coming. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, Italian. I think it's the Italian disco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for that drop. Oh man.
Yeah.
10 out of
It's gonna
10.
be hard to find a song that isn't a 10
Nah,
out of 10,
there's no
truly.
skips. There's no skips. As I'm telling you, there's no skips.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, again, we are definitely transitioned to love, light, and healing in this
Mm-hmm.
act. And finding the love in the instrumentals, in the bass, in the track without like in the movement of bodies. And that line of this is a temple of sweat and surrender gonna
Yeah.
stick with me for the rest of my life. That's how it should always feel. Um, yeah, that song. It's like, how do I explain to you guys? Sonically, it is very healing, and I think that's the point of the song, obviously, right? Love without words. Um, and I like that it really we're taking the DJ and the producer and really highlighting them with very little lyrics, but the lyrics highlight the message of what the producer and the band. Let's call them a band. It's not a
Mhm.
band, but the DJ. There we go. I
DJ.
was like, why can't I find the word? The DJ are creating, um, and in those moments too, on the dance floor of just surrendering to the sound, surrendering to the motion of the bodies around you, and letting go, and that freedom there. And there is a euphoria when that happens. Um, and I find that in like that's what connects me to a lot of my music taste, that small touch of euphoria when I listen to music,
Hmm.
that freedom and that love that I feel. Um, and this was very much that. I don't know, I don't want to expand too much because it is love without words. You guys get it.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Banger ass song. I love the instrumentals. I believe acid house is like one of the main genres for that was presented in this song. Like when I think about the different genres of house and how many, I mean, like let's look, there's so many of them. And the
Mhm.
ones that I like, I know because of experimenting with them. This was a very experimental song as well. So experimental house
Mhm.
was utilized in the making of this as well. So I just love the different genre blends. Like I know the entire album has a lot of different dance, techno, house, blends in it, synth pop, so I just love the utilization of them. And as one of the very few people in the world that can say this, that they haven't heard all of Madonna's Confessions 1. So I can
Right.
only imagine going backwards eventually when I listen to the Confessions album to see exactly how much they mirror each other to this point, because it has been 20 years in the making. Because I am a newer person listening to Madonna compared to
And
the vast
for
majority of
me,
people. Yeah.
listening to the Confessions one, the whole album, it's been a while. I have definitely listened and rewatched, rinsed out, repeated the singles on a constant. But yeah, so when we finally do get to Confessions one, it'll be like a refresher experience for me, and yeah, new experience for you. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how these two bookend each other, knowing her career in between then.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, folks. So we're about to jump into Bizarre. Now, this is a song that I definitely did hear before. Of course, our album listening right now. One of my favorite songs.
How bizarre. How
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yep. Madonna and Martin Garrix. Let them animals, as they say. Um, let's go ahead and go from the very end part of Love Without Words into Bizarre.
Love is the strangest thing. Just when you think you finally let go, it comes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Movie star, deep blue eyes.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood were a perfect prize. He drove way too fast. Shelby Cobra wasn't meant to last.
Yep. Mm.
Roll out the carpet for us, but you won't share it. I guess you're threatened by me. You won't admit it. The little things that you did that made me want you. The fire was so
This beat drop.
who knew love can be so bizarre. Yeah, only love can be so bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Only love can be so bizarre. I know I left you behind and you resent me. 1,000 reasons why you could never have me. The thought of being with you is so indecent. I guess you'll never know my dirty little secret. Now you're gone and I feel so empty. Why do you tempt me? Who knew love can be so bizarre? Yeah, only love can be so bizarre.
Let's go.
Movie star, deep blue eyes, and Hollywood were a perfect prize. He drove way too fast. Shelby Cobra wasn't meant to last. Now you're gone, I feel so empty. Why do you tempt me? Why do you tempt me? Who knew love can be so bizarre?
Ugh.
So bizarre.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
favorite like song that I like. That this one was the one I was just like, bro, on the album. This was like my early
Sound
favorite.
bath.
Yeah, cause sheesh, from beginning to end, the breakdown, the chorus, like there was like, yeah, like why I love, like every 10 out of 10 is different. And this for me, this was sitting high above because like I've heard, of course, Mario Garlic stuff like in the past. Like I was like making a joke earlier about animals, and how that came about and whatnot. But like, yeah, they laid some heavenly instrumentals on this one, plus the chorus, the overall message. Less, yes, love can be so bizarre. Strange things people do for love. But man, that bridge, who know that love could be so, like, and then you repeat it again. And like, yeah, man, everything about this song was just muy bien. Yeah, muy bien. What'd you think?
Same. Sound 10 out of 10. Sound, definite sound bath music. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't mean that you're in the bath and there's sound. It's like you're
Yeah, being bathed.
washed.
Yeah,
Washed with,
yes.
yes.
Baptized at this point.
Yeah, that completely. That was so, like, yeah, it made my ears perk. Like, oh, that's so good. Scratch the lovely little itch in my brain. Love the lyrics. The
Remember the
I
arithmetics?
I do wonder if that Blue Eyes and Drives Too Fast. I wonder if that's a James Dean reference. If it's not, it just made me think of him and how he passed and how beautiful that man was and just like the nature of him. But anyway, I love the lyrics of this song. And just the meaning of it. Love can be so bizarre that you're in a relationship that you know isn't right for you with someone who isn't right for you, and it's a toxic relationship. It's just not going anywhere, and it's detrimental to who you are as a person. uh, but then when you let them go, you feel that loss of energy and that there was something there so that you miss them. I know that I've been in a not so great relationship where the bad outweighed the good, and once all was said and done, it still felt like I still have feelings for you, and it's such a weird thing that I kind of still want to be around you, even though I know it's not safe to be around you. Um, and that's love, right? Love is a bizarre thing. It's a bizarre emotion. It's a bizarre feeling. It's so crazy. Um, and having those feelings aren't necessarily a bad thing. I think putting words to it is super important, and knowing who you are, that you can admit that hey, yeah, I feel like I've lost something, but going back isn't the right move. But I could admit that there's something still there.
Yeah.
Just got to keep moving forward. But yeah, just the track itself is so beautiful. It's so good. Imagine just being on the dance floor with this, and it's just the drops and the echoing and you're holding someone like I like just dancing so
Yeah.
yeah, you guys get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 song.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Another reason why this one song was hitting for me, like it's a portion of like the song itself where it reminds me of the Eurythmics, especially like
Mhm.
within Sweet Dreams, the way
Mhm.
that the chorus has like portions of it. And let me see, when we get into, I think, this portion here, in the background, this like early Eurythmics, dum, 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 dum,
Yeah.
dum, dum, dum. And then
Yep.
thinking of Sweet Dreams, it's within the same type
Yep.
of synths that they're utilizing. And that was the one song, Eurythmics,
Yeah.
Sweet Dreams are made of. Like that song is stuck in my mind, even though like it was one of those songs that every time I heard it, I was trying to figure out who sung it. And it wasn't until much later on, like, when, LimeWire was around,
Yeah.
that I finally found the song, because it's one of those ones that you didn't have a way to download the song. You just heard it if you saw it on VH1 or
Yeah.
MTV, and if you missed it, you missed
Mhm.
it. And it's the only song I know of the Rhythmics, and that's, yeah,
We definitely gotta
of
get
course.
into them and Annie Lennox's discography. You love Annie Lennox's voice.
Mm,
My favorite Eurythmics song is "Here Comes the Rain." Like
mm,
you will fucking love that song. Anyway, okay, yes, but you're
yeah.
so correct. There's a lot more synth over like in the production of this
Hmm.
section of the album, which
Yeah.
I really appreciate because it really is marrying just the multifaceted nature of dance music, of
Hmm.
producers and DJs, and really touching on a lot of different eras
Yeah.
thus far in the album. So yeah.
Yeah. All those synth strings, yeah, I've been going hard. Next up is
Mhm.
School, another song that let's transition into.
There's only one thing I like more than sharing what I know with other people.
Okay, what's that?
And it's punching bitches in the face.
Please, someone, teach me something I don't already know.
Okay. Okay.
Again, just love how it
Mm-hmm.
bounces in your brain.
I can make moves on a dance floor. I can make moves on a dance floor. Tell me you're a man, but you're not so. Tell me that you love me, but you don't know. I can make moves on a dance floor. I can make love on a dance floor. Say that you're a man, but you're not so. Tell me that you love me, but you don't know. Don't know, don't know, don't know, don't know, don't know.
Once I had a masterpiece that burned in the fire.
Mm.
Maybe you're
Black Canvas. A reverb. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Yep. I was wondering when we was gonna get a sexy, sensual songs
My
from
words
Madonna.
exactly.
Yeah. This is your sex song. No puns, all intended.
Yep, every very in your face about it. Yes.
Yeah. Especially, it's like teach me something I don't know. Euphemism for teach me something about sex education, taking you to school, like, making love on the dance floor. Very sensual song. And it's funny because nobody, when they teach sex education, you're learning from people that's trying to tell you practice safe sex and all this other stuff, but ain't nobody, like, you think about history, ain't nobody even know what the fuck they were doing to begin with, right? They just
right. No one knows what they're doing to begin with.
No one knows what they're doing to begin with, and then you get like the lyrics mirroring how people are be like, yeah, I'm a man, and then you're not so. Yeah, there's so many other lyrical undertones for doing the do, as they would say, and then thinking about Madonna's storied history with expressing sex in songs. Just wondering how people are relating that to Confessions and what songs on Confessions were sexual in nature or related, to bridge the gap to this one. So yeah, but 10 out of 10. Yep.
Yeah. Again, another beautiful sonic experience. I love that they keep using reverb in a couple of the songs, and just that production DJ technique of having the sound bounce from it would be speaker to speaker, but headphone to headphone, so it feels like it's bouncing around in your brain. That's one of my favorite listening experiences, that it really, that the music feels like it's physically moving within you. Love it, love it. Yeah, this is the song that the lights are low to dark, and it's only that soft wave of, it's not a strobing effect until certain parts of the song, but it's just like the movement of the white light, but it's mostly darkness, and you're up in your partner or who's ever around you's face, and they're talking tough, and you're like, yeah, please, look, I've done things.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games. You're a new person. Show me what you got. Please
Yeah.
teach me something I don't know. And how sometimes it's not great, and then sometimes it really is life altering.
Yeah.
Many such experiences. But it is like, yeah, when you marry it to very much Madonna's history and her sword and shield technique with sex, right? How sex has been part of her motif and her life in general. And I'm sure she's met a lot of people who are just like, yeah, I can impress the big bad Madonna. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I'll give you a shot.
Yeah.
Please, yes, go ahead. Yeah, I think, yeah, this song was super sexy, super sensual, very much love it. You don't even need to throw this on in a club. Throw this on in your like little shindig in your
Yeah.
home. It works just as well. Um, yeah, this was good
Yeah.
stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. 10 out of 10. Yeah. No, truly, we are getting down to it. I really don't think I've given anything lower than a 10 thus
Nah.
far. I also like how for this act we've transitioned to, there's still a lot of love and connection in the music, but right now at this tail end, it's more of a combative connection. Like
Yeah.
you have to, I've given praise to love and the connection of love, to now you have to show me love. You
Yeah.
have to give me a little bit more. So yeah. Yep, yep.
All right. Next up is Fragile. All right. Let's see.
Ooh, Kylie Minogue has a song called Fragile. It's really good.
Here we go. So the tail end of school. Let's see if there's a transition to Fragile. Okay.
People really think
Oh, that's
there's a
lovely.
beginning and an ending to this thing called life. But energy never dies.
Energy never dies is the truth.
This
Nope.
is just a portal we're going through. Still, it's hard to let go, 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 let go,
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
We share a name, a home. We shared a fragile bond. Now you're gone. We laughed, we cried. We held each other's hands. We have each other's eyes. And we belong. This is the part I hate the most. The words inside my heart. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You had a nervous breakdown. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You've been hurt before. When I'm alone, I see you standing there. I see inside your soul, and I feel whole. We were so lost. As children we would dream. We thought we'd run away, and we'd be free. I hate the most the words inside my heart. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You had a nervous breakdown. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You've been hurt before. You've been hurt. Late last night I was fast asleep. You came to me in a dream. You said, "Don't forget about me. Don't forget to be happy." So I hope you found a higher ground, a higher ground. So I hope you found a higher ground. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You had a nervous breakdown. I know you're fragile, 'cause you've been hurt, been let down. You couldn't be yourself now. You've been hurt before. You've been hurt.
Oh man. Real
Yeah.
quick. So I did want to I double checked it. So this song apparently was also inspired by Madonna's relationship.
By her brother.
Yeah, her brother Christopher.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
It's so it's funny because I actually like I said, I haven't listened to this album,
Mhm.
but I did see someone I did see a TikTok, a fan of Madonna, break down the song, and just a bit of lore and world building around it. And uh now again, I just want to say I don't know Madonna. We don't
Mhm.
know Madonna. We don't know her relationship. We weren't there for what was going on between her and her brother. But her and her brother, like her brother used to work for her for a really long
Mhm.
time, and they had a severe falling out. Um and he this gentleman was discussing how, when she was married to Guy Ritchie, how a lot of, uh homophobic views and terminologies got slung his way. And also, on top of that, Madonna not being very, when I say she's a problematic fave, I truly mean it. um she is also very known for being a bit strong-willed,
Mhm.
um and very much that Leo in her, where it's my way or the highway. And it's known. It's not like I'm saying it's not like this gentleman was saying anything that fans don't know. It's not like I'm saying anything fans don't know. And if you are a stan and don't want to admit to that, then I really feel you're not accepting all parts of the artist that you claim to love. um yeah, so of them having real difficulties in their relationship and it fracturing and them no longer on speaking terms. And he passed away a couple years ago. And yeah, the song is in dedication to him. And this gentleman spoke about how sometimes, we kind of have to take certain situations with a grain of salt. One, because we weren't there within and we don't know the actual dynamics between them. But getting a vague idea of both, of course, the person who survives will have a certain spin about the relationship and want to look at it in a different way in
Mhm.
hopes to mending bridges or images. And I'm not saying that that's inherently such a really bad thing. Again, we don't know what the outcome of their relationship towards the end of his life was. We don't know how bad things got. We weren't there, right? We're just, going off of the emotions in the song and who the song is dedicated to. That being said, I think it's a very sweet song. If we take out just the aspect of it being about her brother, this can be about a lot of different relationships, someone that you're very close with and that you see them struggling. I
Mm-hmm.
know what it's like to be on both ends of being the person who's having a really bad breakdown and the person who's looking at the person having a breakdown and going, I look at you and I feel so full of life and love. What can I do to help? How do I take this energy that you bring to me and put it back into you? And like I said, I've also been on the opposite of, damn, I feel super depleted. I don't know how much longer I can hang around. What do, I'll just be over here, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an extremely lovely song, and I think Madonna does the dance pop ballad thing so well. She has so many of these in her repertoire, in her library that are just some of my favorites. And as I didn't say this in this video, I said it at the beginning before we started recording. Madonna has this innate talent that she may not be the best singer. Um, but this woman knows how to convey emotions in her music like no one else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and makes you feel the pain and the heartbreak or the love and care and like or the sadness and like thinking about this used to be my playground or um uh hold on. The song we just listened to that made me fucking cry. That's one of my favorite Madonna songs, but for some reason uh well, I have the whole lyrics in my head, but I can't think of the title of the song. The one that she did for the Sean Penn movie. Yeah, Live to Tell. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That song. And Take a Bow. She's just really good at like heartbreak and conveying it. And that's what I feel here. That there's that feeling of heartbreak, of longing, but of love. And it's such a relatable set of emotions for me. And in that and just how I do find the song very lyrically beautiful and instrumentally beautiful as well. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I'm concerned about the placement though. After school, to go into this is a little
Considering,
weird.
looking at the next few song titles, "My Sins Are My Savior," "Betrayal," "The Tests," I wonder what we're about to get into.
Yeah, what this act is, because that's an interesting transition to be like, yeah, let's show me what you got, lover
Yeah,
boy. To going, damn, this sad situation really happened. Like you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just the placement of it on the album is a little weird considering that this is an album that is like we're just transitioning through the whole thing. This is one long ride. There are no stops. Get on at your own risk. Yeah.
yeah, and now we just went into Depressionville. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yes.
reading on the side here with her brother, like, from being estranged, and then like during his, his before he let her know before, he was ill, and they got to share moments before he passed away. But for her, it's like this was like the biggest betrayal, her mortal enemy. The book that he wrote about her, um yeah, like all of that was like, she thought that, like, from her own words here in entertainment, she thought that there would be a way to mend the fences, but then the book released, and it was like another stab to the heart. And it's like, why would I help my mortal enemy? But my mortal enemy is here asking me for help, and forgiveness and all that stuff. So yeah, the love can be very fragile, and that's the way I
Mm-hmm.
pick to look at the transition of the like on the album and its placement. Because if you take away the entire story behind the lyrics and attach it towards the meanings of how love can be very fleeting. Even after engaging in sexual activity doesn't mean that things are going to always go the way, because you figure something that, like with sex, you feel like that's like the enjoyment, like the ultimate expression of
The
love,
connection,
right?
yeah.
With two people connecting, bonding physically. But even after connecting, bonding physically, we've seen relationships continue to fall apart. We've seen, because of the connecting, bonding
Yeah.
physically, other relations have fallen apart. And that's where you get into like the cheating and all the other stuff. You know, we've seen relationships, like I said, fall apart because of sex and come together because of sex. But that just shows you how love fragile truly is. How fragile love is at the end of the day, right? So that's why I think the placement works. If you look at it more so that way, because love, like if we go from the last one, love sensation, to then love without words, then yeah, love is kind of bizarre, you know. And because it's bizarre, you know, there's this physical attraction. So teach me things that I don't know about love. All right. Well, I told you what my words are. I've expressed love to you without saying it. You know, and it's put us in this bizarre space. Now we've gone through this sexual tension and physical connection, but are we still, is this actually love, or is this a facade? Like, you know, at the end of the day, because you told me to bring your love, you're telling me everything was your dance moves, like, and you have this uncertainty, and when if you take fragile, like that, you know, relationships can be very, very fragile without the positive affirmations and reinforcement. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, excellent point. Change my whole outlook. You are correct. Yes,
No,
I'm definitely picking up what you're putting down.
Well, now we got to see "My Sins Are My Savior" featuring Stromae. Oh wow, the taking it back to Arcane. All right, with the French. So let's see exactly what we're getting into with that. Let's bring back the heartbeats here in Fragile. All right. Let's see what type of transition we would get if there's one.
The heartbeat picks up.
Yeah.
Je n'étais pas perdu. Je t'ai juste cassé. Ils ont essayé de me faire tomber. Je m'en fous. Les déchets sont mon sauveur.
Viens ici. Écoute un peu. Croyant faire le bien, en fait ils t'ont fait du mal. Cassant les murs qui les aveuglaient, tu as libéré des âmes. Les fissures laissent passer la lumière. La lumière est la plus belle des armes. L'amour est la plus forte des armures. Tu as toujours été son soldat.
tried to break me, but I would not give in. My sins are my savior.
Woo! Yeah,
Okay.
this might actually thus far be my favorite song on the album. Truly a 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10 at this point. There's a underlaying in it that reminded me of erotica. Just the way the song is structured, the way it's more of a spoken word song. Um, and just the opening beats of it before lyrics get spoken, it just reminded me of just how that song erotica is structured. And also very much this is early 90s to mid 90s, a lot of that just vibey type of music, which I love. It's so like, yeah, you can this is like this isn't that you could put this on the dance floor, right? The song could play on the dance floor, but this is more of the song that you listen to in the VIP area, where it's just like that ambient music where it still gets you grooving, but it's more about the vibes of the room. And yeah, this is yeah, or like in a house party, and then that one section of one of the rooms has a light covered with like a red silk scarf, and it's just like real chill, and you're just like, what's going on in here? And it's like this song is going on in here. That's what's happening. This is you have to enter with this kind of energy and mentality. So come on in. Yeah, the addition of Stormate, like he's so good. He's so good. He's I think just one of the most phenomenal artists of this tail end of generation. I think he's so fantastic, and I love that he's on this album. Um, Madonna has thrown French into her music for a long time, just as she does with Spanish. Though I think those are her two foreign languages that she uses a lot in her music. But also if you're looking for like a sensual, sexy vibe, just throw French. Like everyone knows that, right? Um, yeah, this was great, and I absolutely 100% love the lyrics I could understand and I could relate to. That there is this thing that happens where people get to know you or know about you or hear about you, um, and judge you on the things that you've done and think it's sinful or distasteful, instead of just realizing that it's especially if you're not a bad person, like if you're not using the things that you're doing to hurt other people, that these are growing pains and this is life, and those things that you find sinful or distasteful are just things that are part of me and what I do, and I'm not going to be marked with a scarlet letter because you are pearl clutching at it, or because you want to do it but don't do it. Yeah. Uh so I'm not going to carry your baggage. Um Accepting this and taking this journey into these things are a salvation of self and understanding who I am. So 100 out of 10. This truly, I think, as of right now, is my favorite song on the album. Yeah.
Yeah. The adding on to what you're saying, essentially, is for shout outs to all the people who judge without having all the facts and immediately jump to conclusions. Because I was telling, like, at the end of the day, look, this is me. Take me at face value. But if you want to believe all these other rumors and lies, go ahead. That's your prerogative. You're just gonna be the one holding, looking dumb at the end of the day. You know, and essentially, at the end of the day,
I'll bear these sins for my savior, you know. And yeah, we seen so much over the years, even this year, just legitimately people who assume one thing, they come to find out later on, be like, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I you know, had these false opinions about you. I was told lies and I believed the lies rather than doing some work of my own to figure out the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So big that on that energy.
Yep. Big that. Big going into the rest of 2026 and then into 2027 and beyond with that energy.
Yes.
Yep.
So I guess with that, let's figure out what this betrayal that Madonna's talking about. Let's play this back to about 308. And see what the transition.
Oh, and that piano at the end there.
You know me and piano.
Brings it to a different level, like a theatrical level.
Yes.
Like.
Oh, betrayal has
there we
piano.
go.
Yeah. Okay.
When the book of love is written, I am the writer, and by the last page, you will not be mentioned.
Tell him, girl.
Because you never loved me. It's just because you lost your faith.
Okay. Yeah, she got a lot to get off her chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is the story of betrayal. You couldn't see your fall from grace.
Oof.
So take the hammer, hit the nail. You'll never take my mother's place.
Oh.
Open the dam, let the water crush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Love that. Love that. Love that.
The chapters, they are many. The verses, they are few. I hope that when it's over, I'll still think of you. It's not because I can't forgive you. It's just because I lost my faith. This is the story of survival. You couldn't see your fall from grace. So take the hammer, hit the nail.
It's so good.
You'll never take my mother's place. Open the dam, let the water crush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Open the dam, let the water rush in. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And we're dancing, yes we're dancing, together, forever. You betrayed me, you enslaved me, we're together, till the end. And we're dancing, yes we're dancing, not together.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Betrayal, survival, no skips, periods. I double, you know me, and the double checking of things.
Mm.
So I wanted to see exactly why she was like, "You'll never take my mother's place." So apparently, this song and the lyrics are about Madonna's troubled relationship with her late stepmother, Jonah, Joanne. Yeah, no, that's
How's
her.
it spelled?
Joan.
Joanne.
Joanne,
Joan.
right?
Joan.
Joan.
Joan. Joan.
Yeah, because I
Joan.
know some people would say Joanne,
Mm.
Joan. Yeah, yeah. That's all it says. It's a minimalistic trip
Mm-hmm.
hop song with a trumpet and interpolation from Eric Satie's Je ne sais, number one. Interesting. And yeah, its lyrics are about Madonna's troubled relationship with her late stepmother. Betrayal.
Trip hop. I love you so much as
Yeah.
a genre. Please, everyone, we need to get back into our trip hop pants. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Just
no,
need
no,
to throw that out there.
no, because the next song is also trip hop. Um, that's funny. The test is also trip hop. It says here. Yeah, I mean that was very dark, but very dark, gritty. Married with is if I'm using the right, married with a lot of the truth, speaking the truth, her truth. And there's a lot of hurt and pain in these last three songs. That's the commonality between them in this passage that we're getting in this act. If school was like truly the last of the last song on the other act, where it's like, all right, we've reached its physical point of love and tension, but even after that point of love and tension now becomes, well, love is very fragile, even with physical connection, whether it's with, you know, people we don't know, strangers, or with our family members, right? And with fragile, tackling the, you know, the her younger brother, my sins are my savior. This is just the love that she can get from friends and other family. Obviously, you know, if you want to tackle once again the book that came out, that her brother wrote about her, and just the estranged relationships that she's had with other
The estrangement, the
Yep.
judgment in her life about, you know, who she is and what she does,
Yeah.
to this being very much just like the estrangement of a mother figure. Same thing. Yeah.
Double-sided coin. Goes both ways. Love can be very painful, as it can be very ecstatic and euphoric. You know, obviously she talked about love being orgasmic with school, but at the same time, the negative feelings can, the pendulum swings both ways. And love can, you know, be very painful, especially you know, just in life in general. So betrayal, like love, like betrayal, you say love is, betrayal is one of the greatest, people would say is the greatest form of love, because in order to be truly betrayed you have to have been loved. You can't be betrayed by someone that doesn't love you to a point, someone that doesn't like you to a point, because that would, that's why betrayal is like one of the greatest sins, because it's built on a connection, right, that has to be undone. So you can't be betrayed by people who have no connection with you. Just, that's just never happens before. It's like you can be betrayed by fans,
Yes.
because fans have a connection with you that have been built, and fans can feel betrayed because they built a connection with you, and then you like turn back on. That's why, not to say Madonna's done this, but we've seen it in the K-pop community where, you know, you have artists and then they do some fuck shit and you're just like, how could you do this? I thought better of you. Or the you know, you are an artist and your fans are doing fuck shit and you'd be like, I expected better of you, right? So it cuts both ways. But yeah, with betrayal, it can only come from people who have a connection slash a likeness or a love for you. So
that pain is not supposed to be as fragile, especially when it's coming from family, right? Or people who you call family. But all love can be fragile at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's at least what I'm, what I was
Yeah.
summarizing from it.
10
But
out,
yeah.
for me, 10 out of 10. I think the instrumental and the production of this, like I said,
Mhm.
in my bag. I think we're definitely this at this point. This feels like a therapy album for her. And I'm for it. She's definitely working through a lot on the
Mhm.
dance floor, off the dance floor. This section of songs feels like the come down, like
Yeah.
the walk home, the car ride home, the you finally got home after you like the adrenaline is down, the energy is down, and having to come back to earth to the problems that you left at the door
Yeah.
are still walking hand in hand with you. That's what this section feels like. Um, and yeah, betrayal is a rough thing to go through. And it it really um for people who have gone through for like a family betrayal, I'm sure is extra because you don't choose your family, right? You're born into it, or married into it, or what have you. And especially when it comes from someone who's meant to be a parental figure, I'm sure it just cuts. I mean, I know for a fact I've been betrayed by a parent, but like it cuts even worse. Um, and I've yeah, and just this run in with like, you know, when you so okay, so like for Madonna, not we're
Mhm.
not gonna talk about Kayla. For Madonna, to understand how much she loved her mother and how influential her mother what is throughout her life and her career, and how much she carries a love for her mother for even to this day she talks about her with such fondness and openness and care and love. um and then to understand that her father tried to find his own happiness with
Mhm.
someone else he brought into this family that doesn't that is meant to take your mother's like it's as is with step parents, right? Step parents or whatever have you, they come in and it's like, well, you lost your mother, here's a new mother, right? You lost your dad, he is a new dad, right? And to have expectations going in of cool, like maybe cool. I get another mother figure, right? Someone else, another woman I could look up to and love and who will love me, and then just to have that completely fall apart. I don't know her stepmother. I don't know her. Just based off of this, it seems very much just like finger wagging of I don't condone your lifestyle. Um and you shouldn't be doing this shit. Um, and it feels very taut and tense. And it's like, damn, you're someone that I could have loved. You're another woman that we could have had this relationship, and you didn't want that. And you coming to be in this family to be a mother, you will never be the person I lost, especially not with how you're acting. Like there isn't even a like you could even put it as a positive. Of course you'll never be my mother because you're you and my relationship with you is different on a positive
Mhm.
side. No, this is a negative. No, you'll never be my mother because of the relationship that we have. Like it's all about tone. Oh, tone and context. Um yeah, and just that to go through that process of having to deal with that and then eventually coming out the other end of the pain and going, it's been so long since our relationship has fractured, and how we can occupy the same space but the
Yeah.
relationship
Occupy
is
the
just
same
never going to
space.
be there.
Yeah.
And but there'll never be this love there between us. There'll never be anything between us. Like I like that we're dancing just not together. And that I know that is a very real emotion. We could just be here and just ignore each other, I guess.
Yeah.
and having to deal with that. And then understanding too, for your own for your own mental well-being and for your own self, having to let go, being forced to let go of those feelings of pain and hurt and just having to exist in the situation that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucked me over in some way, you hurt me in some way, but I can't escape you no matter how far I go, no matter where I travel to. This is just what it is. You're here, I'm here, so I gotta suck it up. I can work on forgiving you. That doesn't mean there's going to be a relationship. I've been betrayed countless times by family, by friends,
Yeah.
and definitely what you said, I do agree that there has to be a level of love and care there or connection. That's why the betrayal hurts the most, because either from your side, you're like, damn, I thought we really had something, to them possibly seeing that there was something there and deciding to use that as a weapon against you. And it really does take a toll. And you yourself, as the person at the other end of the betrayal, have to decide at some point to, as with the beginning of this album, to walk hand in hand with the pain that you're feeling in order to continue to survive and move on. You don't have to, you can semi forgive, you don't have to forget. We can occupy the same space. That doesn't mean we're buddies now. I've had to deal and live with what you put me through, and this is just where we're at.
Yeah.
So yeah, a very relatable song. 10 out of 10. Trip hop. Everyone needs to get in their trip hop bag. Please God, thank you. Bring this genre back. The horn section, the piano, the drum machine, everything instrumentally is produced perfectly in this song.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. With that said, let's jump into the test. Let's go to the end of the betrayal. See if we got to transition into the test. We do. And this is featuring Lola Leon.
Little star, I tried to put you on a pedestal. You didn't ask for all the flashing lights. I didn't think of how we could disturb or how it hurt. I wish I knew the pain it caused. My butterfly was always being watched. I know they try to put us to the test. We're not the same, but I'm treading on your footsteps. Sometimes I think you wish I'd go away, but my shadow stays, and it's okay to be yourself. I know they try to put us to the test. You're not to blame, but you need to be free now. You made me whole when I was broken too, and I hope and pray I can do the same for you. Drowning on our skin,
Yeah, I love anything that's a wave of sound. That ending there was so
Hmm.
full.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10. Maybe a 9 out of 10, but a 10 out of 10.
Hmm.
This feels like a song from a mother to a daughter and a daughter to a mother. Who's the feature on it?
It's our daughter, Lola. Leon. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. And wow, Lola, your voice is amazing. Your voice is so beautiful. Yeah, that's God, that's talent. That's something special right there. But yeah, just the idea of having a high profile mother and being born into this situation. You didn't ask for it. You
Yeah.
didn't ask for paparazzi. You didn't ask for tabloids and fans to comment on your looks. And as you grow up and who you are and the direction you want to take, you didn't ask for any of this. And and it's a sentiment that I hear from a lot of famous parents. Yeah, a lot of famous parents where, if their kid is also in the public eye, it's it's the heartbreak of not being mindful enough to try to protect them more, even though in some cases your protection can only go so far. Like, you can't always control where the paparazzi are. You can't always control the rumors people spread. It but as a parent, I'm not a parent, but like, as someone who cares about a lot of people, and you want to shield them from a world of pain and hurt, and how do you reconcile with that? And then to be the daughter of someone so famous and to come to terms with, well, this is our life, this is my life. And both of you understanding that, like, well, if it wasn't for your life, I wouldn't have the life that I have, right? I wouldn't have this home. I wouldn't have these opportunities. I wouldn't have the clothes on my back, the food
Hmm.
in my mouth, right? The roof over my head. And but being mature enough to understand and accept that, but like, yeah, this is a really intense situation, these are really intense things, and aside from being to flying and leaving the nest, I have to really remove myself from the nest. I really gotta distance myself from this just for my own mental safety. And then coming from the mother's perspective of coming to terms with that, like, it's not your fault. My shadow does loom, and I have to accept that you need your space, that you are growing up. You didn't ask for this. This is just what it is. I love you, and that'll never change. And I think the song is just so beautiful in that, very cats in the cradle, if you will. But that's more of this perspective of a son to a father told through one person, and then the father to the son kind of thing. Um, yeah, but I do love that, and it's very very sweet in its way, and um yeah, yeah, this was a very lovely, sweet song, so very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Just gonna echo the settlements to not repeat pretty much what I would have also said. The biggest thing, one, I think what I did see here not only was it, a song, a duet between mother and daughter, and how the ways that Madonna's fame has affected the both of them. The other thing is that someone felt it was a sequel to Madonna's 1998 song "Little Star," which was written about Leon. And then the
Mhm.
lyric in the beginning of this song was "Little Star."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
put you on a pedestal, yeah.
yeah, so you can see the parallels, and I mean, we don't need to say it anymore how much famous parents can affect their children, similar to how we've
Mhm.
seen the inverse of famous children affecting their parents, and how
Yep.
both can, have its pitfalls, as
I
well
run into
as,
both types.
yes,
Yes.
yes, so you can see how both can have pitfalls, and how hard it is to navigate this type of, lifestyle, essentially, paparazzi all up in your face, in your children's face, uh you know paparazzi criticizing child stars for their actions when they become adults, and then parents taking advantage of child stars. Like, we've seen it all happen in media.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
always a stark
I do
reminder.
want to I'm sorry. I do want to add too that you can also liken it to being in a like not necessarily a mother-daughter relationship, but just getting into a relationship with a famous person
Hmm.
and it being too intense and too much going, and you don't quite know how to navigate that, and the pitfalls of that too. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's also very fragile. So you can see how
Yes. Yes. Yes.
this whole thing of the fragility, that's probably not a word, but I'm saying it right now, of
Fragility.
fragility
Fragility.
of love. Yes. And how this entire thing involves family.
Yeah,
Below,
this
no,
end
yeah.
especially. I do like how these two songs are set up. One
Mm-hmm.
about a mother figure, and then you yourself being a mother to
Mm-hmm.
your daughter and understanding the responsibility of all of it
That you have to
at this
encompass.
stage in her life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, the last official track is called Less Girls, or LES Girl, which is the shortest song on the entire album. Of course, the outro, being the shortest actual song.
Let's do both. Let's do
Yeah.
them both together. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. So here we go. Okay. That's the line.
On Avenue B, she paints her lips cherry red. Mirror cracked in her hand, eyeliner smeared, running out the door. Still there from the night before, Lower East Side girl.
That's what LES is.
New Elias.
Fragile world. Yeah.
Everything fades away except for you. She wears his leather jacket out in the rain, sleeps to forget his name. Polaroids are taped to the wall. Can't forget that boy at all. Lower East Side girl, lost in a fragile world, ignored all the signs. The rent was overdue. Everything fades away except for you. He played guitar on St. Mark's Place, had a Marlon Brando face, painted nails the same shade as his boots, bleach blonde dirty roots. Lower East Side girl, lost in a fragile world, drank too much whiskey, cigarettes when he kissed me. Lower East Side boy, I wasn't meant for you. Everything fades away. Everything fades away.
And now for Confessions 2. So they transition into this portion here. And then it loops back around to the beginning of the album.
Ah, I see. Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I got it. But first, let's talk about LES Girl. I think it's very sweet. It's very like a nostalgic feeling kind of song of a memory of a romance and a heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
And it I think it is very sweet. It's very chill. So, and then the outro, I like that the outro just loops back, so we're back on the ride. Um, I think for me, I'll probably be like, this is a 7. This is the
Yeah,
7
I
out
was
of
about
10
to. I
song.
will like
Like, yeah,
legitimately. It's the only song,
this
one of the
is,
only songs that I think
yeah,
is a 7. Yeah, because this and
yeah.
even the test. I think I gave the test like
Mm-hmm.
an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Betrayal. I think yeah, like Betrayal was I think 9, 8, 7. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Yeah. Um, Yeah, I just like the feeling of it. To for my thoughts
Mm-hmm.
about this song is actually probably my thoughts overall too.
Mm-hmm.
That this really does feel like a therapy album, confessions, right? That
Yes.
you're confessing. You're sitting in the confessional, you're talking about things that have happened. You're also going talking to your therapist or talking to your friends. This feels like a full release of emotion and feeling, and this feels like a maybe a good 24 to 48-hour experience. And I mean that to say we start the album act 1 with trying to find the strength to let go of the things that are burdening you and
Mm-hmm.
the things that are holding you down, to get to experience the freeness and the freedom of the dance floor and
Yeah.
of the people around you. And then we get into that second act of when that's actually happened, where you're feeling the confidence and you're feeling the strength and you're telling everyone else to go fuck off. And I'm here to breathe, essentially. I'm here to live now and not with the baggage I left at the door.
Yeah.
To the start of the calm down in the next act, where it's that starting feeling of, man, okay, everyone else who's not giving us a good time has fucked off. Now the people I'm with that are really about it, we're having such a really fucking good
Yeah.
time, and this is what I'm here for. This beautiful, euphoric peace and love, baby. We're connected in this, and you make me feel so good. And or like we go outside for a smoke break, and then we take a breather, we come back in, and I love you, you love me. This is fantastic. Um, and then the night is winding down, and it's a little bit more sexy and a little bit more aggressive and tough, and maybe there's a hookup possible. But then as we get into the next act, that whatever happened in there, now
Yeah.
it's time to go home, and you're having to deal with the problems, like the problems that you left at the door have greeted you back at the door. And it's that the calm down of dealing with all of that and trying to understand it after you've had such a good time. Um, and finding a freedom once your head hits the pillow, of understanding that this is a part of life and I can rest easy after experiencing the night that I've had, and that's okay. To wake up the next day, LES girl, to understand that there's still a heartbreak happening and I have to let go, but life continues and I got to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get to work, or I got to get to the next event, or brunch is calling, things are moving around, and either the heartbreak of friendship, the heartbreak of family, the heartbreak of a relationship, all that wasn't meant for me. I'm not meant for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay, because we loop it back around to, I gotta leave my problems at the door and really let go and walk hand in hand and dance hand in hand with my pain and find the freedom in that. That's where I'm at with this album.
Yeah.
I hope that made sense.
Yes. No, it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, if thinking of LES girl and then leading it to the entire album, a a term that took the internet by storm in like 2012, mainly in its sexual context, was post nut clarity, right? And I feel that
Yes.
after
Yes.
track 11, it's where we're like, all right, we just came off the high of the physical tension. And this is like just my overall feeling for the entire album. Like, you know, I feel so free. Like, you walk into the world, you know, like you feel like you could do anything, but there's still some reservations about it, right? And you're going through like what's good for the soul. You have all this positivity in you. You feel like you're one step away from from achieving everything, right? And then but you still have to fight. You have to bring your love. You got to bring all your affirmations. You got to like solidify them. You got to prove it to other people who don't deserve it. But then there's this battlefield, you know, of dance Teria, where we're all here together, being bodies of energy, that doesn't disperse, because you can't destroy energy. It only just gets dispersed into different places, and where we would like to place our energy into. Right now it's on the dance floor, meeting new people, falling in love, and trying to overcome things, right? And, you know, Read My Lips is a song where was our first brush up with, I guess you say, the world itself, because we hear the song in English, but this is our first introduction into Spanish. And, you know, you're meeting different types of people from around the world, right? But you're still expressing that, hey, you know what? There's a lot of people that try to fuck me over, right? And I've been through this, but I have all these other positive vibes that I'm not gonna let that like try to stop me, because everything is still within my grasp, right? The song Everything, you know, being one step away from achieving your dreams, being one step from being with the girl, the guy that you want to be with, right? Because then that translates into love sensation, where what's your love language? You know, what are your, like, because like legitimately Madonna's love language might be just dance, right? Like, you know, like one of the multiple love languages for her, it could be dance, right? And you know what? This is a love without words. Like, I can express how much I love card games without words. Like, obviously, you can do the same thing for comics and so many other things. You know, like it is a part of our fiber and our being, right? But at the same time, to get to this point, things can be bizarre. How many times have we talked about for you specifically with the comic book community, can be very bizarre, you know, with the things that do happen in them, and we could take that and apply
The
it to
things that you love can still hurt you.
It still hurts you, right? And me and the card game community, like, there's so many roller coaster of emotion. At the end of the day, we still love these things, like, and we want to bring around them like it's our last breath, right? But if we were to take that to apply that to a person, we've gotten into a field where, you know, things are bizarre with the person that we like at the same time, or the person that we love, right? But now, you know, we're in school, we're still learning about love, right? Even if we did take out the sexual nature of the song, we're all still learning. Like, even with the things that we do love and in the communities that we are involved in, we're all always in a state of education, whether it's the things that we want to learn or things that we don't want to learn, and the things that people think that they can teach us that we're just like, yeah, sure, bro. Yeah.
Yes.
Good
yes.
job.
Very that. Yes.
Yeah, we already know how to do this. So how you gonna teach an old dog new tricks, type of deal. But we're not just an old dog, right? At the end of the day. But let's say that is the highest peak of, you know, where we're at in life, and, you know, where it's all the sexual tension and stuff like that. At the end of the day, post nut clarity hits. This is where all your love and admirations that you've always still, you know, want to get to, the fantasies, things come back to reality, right? And reality is often disappointing, more disappointing than it truly is, right? Because there's still, in the graphs of, you want to seize the day, carpe diem, want to seize the world and whatnot, there's still so many other hurdles that come along with the baggage. When people think about success, you only hear the success stories, right? But what's truly makes people different and makes people feel validated is what's under the iceberg. Everyone always knows about the tip, but they don't know that everything that was made to create that iceberg, to create that success story. And it's often mirrored in a lot of heartbreak, a lot of troublesome things to overcome. Getting to a tournament, like for me in the card game, it could be hellhole, right? Everyone will
Mm-hmm.
talk about, yeah, getting to that point, or then saying winning a championship, right? I never won a championship, like per se, a major card game tournament, but like the fight to get to that top of the mountain is so stark and so hard to do. With comic books, when you see the things that you love get adapted, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are these people doing, and the decisions that is being made,
Mm-hmm.
and things are being canceled, and you talk about how much, like, with these things that you love, and it brings you so much pain, because at the same time, the people who were in charge of making these things made something that you truly love, but then the people who have taken the things that have been written by the people you love have turned it into something that is not anything remotely like what you like, or what the
Mm-hmm.
community is like. Like,
Many such a case.
you have
Yes.
every all of that love is fragile. And when you relate that to, like, saying like how fans can turn on artists and artists can turn on fans, I'm thinking about all of these different types of emotions, all centered around love. Whether it's the love of the things that you love to get into, whether it's of an object, of an idea, of fiction, these things that are more so objects versus other people, other concepts. There's so much that we profess and confess our loves for, and there's just a lot of baggage that comes on in the background of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so,
Mm-hmm.
just looking at and mirroring that with the album itself, I think, from the songs "My Sins Are My Savior," um, on, like, I think that's where, like, the scores for me also dip below 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think start like
Mm-hmm.
Betrayal, The
Agreed.
Test, and Less Girl. I think 8, 9, 8, 7 essentially. And I'm not gonna grade 17 because it doesn't make any sense to grade
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
just a loop around. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
literally a loop around. When I added up all the numbers just to double check, it comes out to a solid 9, and I think that's where
Yeah, I agree. I
I would
agree.
feel at, like,
Same.
the album's a solid 9. Even if I were thinking about taking off 1 point on another song or anything, like if I do a second listen to it, still comes out to that solid 9. And that's how I feel about the album. It's funny enough. That's why I think
Yeah.
when I looked at, I think, was it, is it Pitchfork or something like that? I think they also gave like an 8.9 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that, or 8.7.
Yeah,
And
I
I
definitely agree. I'm in
Yeah,
that range. It's still pretty high. This was an extremely enjoyable experience
yeah.
for this Madonna comeback, and it to be all sorts of different dance music,
Hmm.
different experimenting with different genres, and just a catharsis of feeling emotion and self
Yeah.
that I'm sure it's not just me who can relate to what's going on here.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people can relate to what's going on here. And the fact that it is dance music, and like in the song with Sabrina Carpenter, the lyric where people think dance music is superficial, just how much people just want to look at the surface and never like your iceberg. Um,
Hmm.
uh,
Analogy.
Thank you, analogy. Yes, thank you, analogy. That no one wants to look past the water or look deeper into the water. No one wants to look past the tip of their noses. Is something I say quite often. Um, but how dance music can be a connection, it can be life, it can be healing. There's so much to it, and there's so much you can that it can give you, and you can give of yourself.
Yes.
So even when we get to the more calmer aspects of it, the more like the last couple songs where it's more of a slow dance or a nice like walk to the music, it's still a dance that we are performing.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably one of the overall themes to this too, as well, is that this life is a performance.
Yes.
This life is a performance, and as she says, energy cannot be destroyed. It just changes. We all just rent these meat sacks, and then our souls and our energies and our thoughts and our feelings are off into something else once this meat sack expires.
Hmm.
So this is a performance. As RuPaul says, you're born naked, the rest is drag. Life is a drag show, right? And we have to come to terms with that, but sadly also have to come to terms with the things that the other performers around us and the parts they play in in our theater of life, right? In the play of our life. And how that affects us. So yeah, I think yeah, I agree. I'm like at an 8, 9 overall with the
Mm-hmm.
album. It was a really big come down there at the
Mm-hmm.
end. Um, there's a part of it that if if you're not really thinking the next level of it, it can feel like two separate albums.
Yeah.
Like it feels like the last batch of songs is like a real
From
kind of
12 to 16 feels like a real different it does feel
yeah.
like a different album, even though like on first listen I think it would feel like a different album, especially if you're not breaking down and thinking about, all right, well, how could it loop around to the
Right.
rest majority of the other album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what this yap was, right? To loop around and think of the whole album as a concept and how it works all together narratively.
Yeah.
I think as I mentioned about a narrative and a story, there is a storytelling aspect if you really when you really think about it and what's presented to you. I think even with all the interviews Madonna has done, she's really let people know that I'm telling a story here. There's something here that I want to share with all of us, and that she wants people to engage with this album and to think about themselves and their lives and how we interact with one another
Yeah.
and the effects that we have on each other. When I yeah, I think that's what this is, to think about yourself and to think about how you interact with the people around you, how it can be for the betterment of self and for the betterment of others, but also to the detriment of self and the detriment of others. And if you really put yourself through it all, that you can survive and that
Mm-hmm.
you are above the pain. You don't have to let the pain and suffering that you've been through define you, but you can walk hand in hand with it and accept it and learn to survive with it
Yeah.
and dance it out, babes. Dance it out.
Yeah.
Be free. Learn to stop judging each other, stop condemning each other, stop perceiving each other in negative ways, stop throwing your pain out, like making your pain other people's problem. Babes, dance it out.
Yeah.
Dance it out.
Yeah.
Find your freedom and salvation through music, through art, through creation, through conversation, through confession. Just we can connect in this and we can be better cosmically for it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's that for me.
Yeah. Folks,
Also, watch X-Men 97. No.
yeah, this is by far our longest yap session of all time. A
Well,
record.
I think every album that we've listened to,
Oh no,
if we done, oh, just like
this
in general?
this is, yeah, by far a 3 hour and 16-minute yap session by far. So
Have fun, everybody.
high
Have fun.
five. Yes.
I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. Please let us know what you
Yeah.
thought in the comment sections down below. Wow, this was like a whole fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh yeah, beyond
Hey,
beyond.
this
There's
is what
like
we
3
do.
podcasts.
Yeah.
And
This is like 2-part podcast. But
yeah.
I also want to say to us both, like, I think about it, like we didn't really go into like the construction of the music. What we do is we talk about what it feels like to
Yeah.
us and what it feels like for in the moment. So yeah, do that
Yeah.
too. Let us know what you think about the album overall. What's your favorite song? How do you rank it? How do you view it? What's the message you got from it? Shall we dial into Madonna's sonic digital spirituality? I think we should. It's 2026. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm totally down. Folks, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, we'll catch you guys for the next show. Hostess.